Welcome to today's session where we're diving into the world of underwriting. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just getting started, preparing for an underwriter interview can be a game changer. Let's set you up for success with some key questions you might encounter. Let's kick things off by discussing how you manage a high workload while keeping your accuracy in check. Can you tell us how you handle a high volume of policies to underwrite while still ensuring accuracy and meeting deadlines? This question is all about understanding your ability to manage your workload effectively and efficiently. Here are some strategies to help you tackle this question with confidence. Organize your tasks by prioritizing policies based on deadlines and complexity. Leverage technology and underwriting software to streamline your processes. Create a daily routine to allocate dedicated time for each policy. Always double-check the essential details before finalizing any decision. Keep communication open with your team to manage workloads effectively. Let's take a look at an example answer to see how this might sound.
In my previous role, I managed a high volume of policies by organizing them according to their urgency and complexity. I used underwriting software to quickly assess risks and set aside specific time blocks each day to focus on new applications. Before making any decisions, I always double-checked key details to ensure accuracy.
By the way, we're only covering a handful of questions in this video, but I've prepared a free PDF with all 30 top interview questions for Underwriter. It also includes example answers and tips to help you prepare with confidence. The download link is just below. Describe a situation where you had a disagreement with an agent over the terms of a policy. How did you resolve it? This question aims to uncover your conflict resolution skills and your ability to collaborate effectively. Here are some pointers to help you articulate your experience. Choose a specific example that clearly illustrates the disagreement. Explain the policy terms that were in question. Describe your approach to understanding the agent's perspective. Detail the steps you took to reach a resolution. Focus on the positive outcome and what you learned from the experience. Now, let's go through an example to demonstrate how you could frame your response.
At one point, I had a disagreement with an agent who wanted to underwrite a policy with higher limits than our guidelines allowed. I explained the associated risks and provided supporting data. By understanding the agent's concerns, we eventually reached a compromise by adjusting certain exclusions, which met both our standards and the agent's needs.
Could you share an example of a time when your attention to detail prevented a costly mistake? Interviewers want to see how your keen eye for detail has positively impacted your work and the organization. Here are some insights on how to craft your response. Think of a specific situation where you identified an error due to your attention to detail. Emphasize what could have gone wrong if the mistake was unnoticed. Describe the actions you took to correct the issue. Highlight the positive outcomes resulting from your diligence. Use the STAR method: situation, task, action, result. Let's walk through an example answer to give you a clearer idea.
In my last position, I reviewed a commercial policy application and identified a misclassification in the client's business activities. This attention to detail helped prevent a significant underwriting error that could have resulted in substantial financial loss for the company.
Imagine you're evaluating an application for a homeowner's policy in a flood-prone area. What steps would you take to assess this risk? This question checks your ability to assess risk in challenging situations. Here's how you can effectively address this scenario. Review geographic flood maps and designated flood zones. Check property details including elevation and proximity to water bodies. Analyze past claims data for similar properties in the area. Evaluate any mitigation measures the applicant has implemented. Consider the home's insurance history and any flood-related claims. Here's an example to illustrate how you might approach this question.
To assess the risk of a property in a flood-prone area, I would first look at flood zone maps to determine the risk level. I'd also check the property's elevation and any flood mitigation measures in place. Reviewing prior claims data for similar properties would be crucial to my assessment.
How would you handle a situation where an existing client wants a lower premium, but their risk profile doesn't support it? This question tests your negotiation skills and your ability to balance client needs with company policies. Let's explore some strategies to navigate this conversation. Acknowledge the client's request and show understanding. Explain why their current premium reflects their risk profile. Discuss potential discounts or adjustments to improve their risk factors. Offer alternative solutions that might help lower their costs. Maintain a professional yet empathetic tone throughout the discussion. Here's an example to help you formulate your response.
I would start by thanking the client for reaching out and acknowledging their premium concerns. I'd explain how their risk profile influences the current premium and offer to review their coverage for any discounts. I might also suggest ways to improve their risk, such as increasing their deductible or implementing safety measures, which could help reduce their premium in the future.
Before we wrap up, remember you can get all 30 questions, example answers, and step-by-step tips in a handy PDF. Totally free. Just grab it below.